Hi, my name is Aditya Aluwalia from Finstructor, Mumbai. The objective of this presentation is to give candidates a complete overview of the CFA program as well as answer certain frequently asked questions about the exam. So what is the CFA exam? As we like to explain it, it is an exam based on finance, assumes no prior knowledge of finance, starts from the very basics and takes you all the way up to the most advanced concepts over a course of 3 levels. The mission of the CFA Institute is to lead the investment professional globally by setting the highest standards of ethics, education and professional excellence. The exam consists of 3 levels. Level 1, which is conducted twice a year, once in the first week of December and once in the first week of June, consists entirely of multiple choice questions. The Level 2 and Level 3 exams are conducted once a year in June. The Level 2 exam consists again entirely of multiple choice questions, whereas the Level 3 exam consists 50% of multiple choice questions in an item set format like the Level 2 exam and 50% of essay type questions. Even the essay type questions are asked in a succinct and direct manner, so there are no points for language or grammar, and space is provided within which you have to answer the questions. Now the exact curriculum for each level may change from time to time as updated by the institute and as is updated in our materials, but all levels broadly are centered around the candidate body of knowledge that we will see in the coming slide. The Level 1 exam curriculum does not change from the June exam to the December exam. Now across levels, your topic knowledge across 10 broad areas is tested, namely ethics, quantitative analysis, economics, financial reporting and analysis, corporate finance, equity investments, fixed income securities, derivatives, alternative investments and portfolio management. So Level 1 will test the basics of these topics, Level 2 more advanced tools, and Level 3 the applications. Each level of the CFA curriculum consists of 18 study sessions developed by the Candidate Curriculum Committee, which involves over 130 people worldwide. Now, at Level 1, the learning focus is on knowledge and comprehension. Level 2 expands it to advanced analysis and applications of the concepts that we study. Whereas in Level 3, we move on to portfolio synthesis, portfolio management and evaluation. It is prescribed that candidates study a minimum 250 hours for each level of the exam spread over a period of 4 to 5 months. Finstructor provides a comprehensive training program which includes classroom coaching, online lectures, video series, mock tests, question banks and much more to enable you effectively utilize your time and maximize the score on the exam. Visit us at www.finstructor.in for more details. The global pass rates for the CFA exam has consistently been falling. As we can see, there are 100 students who appeared for the exam in 2011. Only 39% or 39 out of 100 were able to pass Level 1. Of 100 students who appeared for the Level 2 exam, only 43 passed Level 2. And if 100 students appeared for the Level 3 exam, roughly about half of them or 51% passed the Level 3 exam in June 2011. The grading process is pretty straightforward for the item set and multiple choice questions. The exams are machine graded. There is only one correct answer, no negative marking. For the essay type exams, they are graded by a team of charter holders. Grading is done strictly for content and knowledge, not for language or grammar or style. So if any of you is apprehensive about writing long answers, or you're feeling that probably the essay type portion may bring you down, it is normally not the case. The questions are straightforward and objective in nature, and so is the grading. The minimum passing score for the CFA exam is an area of contention and debate every year. While multiple inputs go into the setting up of the MPS, the minimum passing score is not disclosed by the CFA Institute to the general public. And while it is not disclosed, Finstructor recommends a score of above 70% in all our tests to be sufficient for passing the exam. The program enrollment and exam fees keep moving up from the first deadline as you move to the third deadline. If you purchase the curriculum in an ebook format rather than the printed format, you get an additional $40 discount by the institute. So across the first deadline, the total cost of enrolling for the program is $1,030, which moves up to $1,470 by the third deadline. Please note that level 2 candidates, level 3 candidates and returning level 1 candidates do not have to pay the program enrollment fees again. So the program enrollment fees has to be paid just once while enrolling for the first exam. The exact deadlines and other curriculum options may be seen at the link given in the slide. No deferral of the exam from June to December or from December to June or any refund of fees is permitted by the institute. Candidates need to have a bachelor's degree or be in the final year of their bachelor's program to be eligible to enroll for the exam. All candidates will need a valid international passport at the time of registration. So if you don't have one, please apply for it as soon as possible. The process of registration is pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. You can enroll online at www.cfainstitute.org with a valid credit card, and no documentation is required to be submitted at any point in time. Now, whether you want to work in the field of investment banking or portfolio management or commercial banking or a trust company or a mutual fund or an investment advisory firm or the strategy or finance department of a manufacturing company even, as long as your job involves something to do with the field of finance, the skills and the concepts that you learn as a part of the CFA curriculum are going to be quite directly applicable. I have personally taken many designations there are to take in the field of finance, be it a CFA, an FRM, CIA, an MBA, NCFM modules. No curriculum, in my opinion, comes close to how comprehensive and how exhaustive the CFA curriculum is about the field of finance. So, to list out a few tangible benefits, you will get knowledge across the core areas of the investment industry, respect and credibility in the investment community, enhanced career opportunities in a competitive environment today. The CFA, in my opinion, will soon become the minimum entry criteria into the finance industry, and you will have a designation which is accepted globally and is a portable standard of competence and integrity. Who hires CFA charter holders? Broker dealers, investment banks, commercial banks, investment companies, mutual funds, investment advisory firms, and even other firms which require competence in the field of finance. Globally, the premium for obtaining the CFA designation is pegged at around $40,000 per annum, measured at the difference between the median total compensation for CFA Institute members with 10 plus years of experience. So it comes out to be roughly about 25% of $40,000. In India, the CFA premium may vary from 30% to 50% of your current CTC. Exact compensation will also depend on many other factors, including work experience and soft skills. Finstructor will actively assist all its students in securing a desirable career opportunity. Before you obtain the CFA charter and start using CFA in front of your name, you must sequentially pass all levels of the exam. And this is what I personally consider the toughest and the most important step to obtaining the designation. You must have 4 years of experience, submit a professional conduct statement and apply for membership in any CFA Institute local analyst society, and you should receive your CFA chart. Now let's move on and address certain frequently asked questions about the designation. So the first question is, what is the duration of the course? So the minimum time required to clear all 3 levels is 1.5 years. That if you start in December, take the level 1 exam in December, the level 2 exam in June, and the level 3 exam next June. There is no maximum time limit in which candidates need to appear, and candidates can appear for each level as many times as is required. Exam registration fee will need to be paid every time. Program enrollment fees is not required to be paid again. Will the exams be held in India? Now, the option to select India as a center may not be there initially. Candidates are advised to select any other center at the time of registration if India is not an available center. And the option to change the center to India will appear 2 or 3 months before the exam. That's the way it has been happening for the past couple of years. And the CFA Institute still has an ongoing litigation with ICFI, but our view is that the exams will continue to be held in India the way they have been for the past many years. Do you need work experience in the finance field before taking the exam? Now, candidates need to be in their final year of graduation, or they should have completed their graduation. No other criteria is required to be met. We personally advise candidates to finish the 3 levels of the exam as early as possible in their careers. Are there any section-wise cutoffs in the exam? There are no section-wise cutoffs, and there is no additional weightage given to ethics or any other section of the exam, as is a popular misconception. Yes, ethics plays an important role in the case that you are failing the exam by just 1 mark. Then at times an additional grace mark is given if you have scored well in the ethics section. But that's about it. So there's no section wise cutoffs, or there is no minimum required marks to be scored in the ethics section for you to pass the exam. The minimum passing score is calculated on an overall basis. I don't have any background in finance. Will I need special preparation? A Finstructor's preparation program assumes no prior knowledge of any subject related to the curriculum. All topics are taught right from the basics, and no part of the curriculum is left out. You can read more about our programs on the website or request further information. You can watch a similar video about our programs and understand better as to how we intend to prepare you for these exams. I am working in a non-finance company, IT manufacturing. Should I pursue CFA? Now, pursuing the CFA designation is the best way to gain the requisite skill sets and brand equity to enter the world of finance. So even if you wish to continue in your current role, the conceptual knowledge of finance that you'll gain as a part of the CFA curriculum will help better your overall prospects. So even if you're from a non-finance background looking to switch into the finance field, or looking to hone your skills in finance, the CFA is the best way to go about it. CFA versus MBA finance. Should I do CFA or should I do MBA finance? Now please understand that the CFA is a course dedicated to finance. In our opinion, no other curriculum covers the concepts of finance and financial analysis as exhaustively and as comprehensively as the CFA program. MBA Finance would brace only about 20% of the overall concepts taught in CFA. It does, however, add the knowledge of marketing, HR and other aspects of business management. So if you're doing a master in business administration, even though you may be specializing in finance, you are going to learn the other aspects of business management as a part of your MBA. Both courses should be looked at as complements rather than an either or comparison, and both courses substantially improve your career prospects and your marketability in the job market. CFA or FRM, which designation should I go for? Now, FRM is an exam dedicated to risk management, while CFA is more holistic in its approach towards teaching finance. So CFA does incorporate the concepts of risk management in its curriculum, however not in as much depth as the FRM program. If you're sure that you want to work in the field of risk management, that is, you want to be in bank or in the risk management department of a portfolio management company, then the FRM course may be the right choice. If, however, you wish to keep your options open and do a more holistic course, then the CFA should be your preferred bet. Many students pursue both the designations simultaneously. It is very much possible. About 20% of the curriculum is overlapping for part 1 and level 1. So the courses should again be looked at as complements rather than an either or comparison, and both courses significantly improve your career prospects. How should I prepare for the exam? Finstructor provides a structured and comprehensive training program for all levels of the CFA program. Please watch the video detailing various modules of our coaching. Visit us on the website www.finstructor.in or contact us on info@finstructor.in. Call us on 9920222792 for any further information. You can seek more knowledge and information about the CFA exam and the CFA program directly from the CFA Institute. You can visit them on the website www.cfainstitute.org or send an email at info@cfainstitute.org. They are normally very prompt in their response. Thank you and wish you all the best for the exam.